we're back. What's up, Timmy?
What is up,
God
indeed?
damn it.
God damn it, D.
Oof, what a fucking day.
Yeah, it's been pretty bleh.
I know, right? After the depressing exchange we had last time.
Yeah, world's still in turmoil.
Well, fuck 'em.
Fuck 'em indeed, dude. God damn. So, what are we talking about today?
Oh yeah, the remake.
The remakes.
What the fuck with the remakes, man?
The fuck is with the
Cruising
remakes, man?
yesterday on TV, like every app's like trying to find something to watch. There's so much crap, but there was nothing good. Like literally, I was going through Amazon Prime. I was like, God damn it, I couldn't find anything to watch, so I had to rewatch old movies that I like. So I watched Assassin's Creed.
Oh, dude, yeah, I forgot about that movie.
Yeah, I watched the 300.
Nice,
I don't know,
nice.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
It's like a cinematic eye candy kind of shit.
Yeah. No, I understand. That movie was pretty cool.
I saw on the news a remake of Ted and I forgot Keanu Reeves.
Oh, yeah, Ted and... Damn, what is the other name? Something in Ted's...
Yeah, it was a movie from the
Oh,
80s they're
yeah,
remaking.
damn. That's gonna bother me now. Ed and Ted?
Yeah.
Was it? Is it?
Something like that.
So, yeah.
It's like every announcement of a movie is a remake of something. Like Mulan, a remake.
Yeah, well, oh, wait, aren't they doing a live action of that? So I guess that's kind of different.
Yeah, there is a live action. I believe it was made in 2011, something.
Oh, they already made one?
Yeah, there was one.
Oh.
And this one is like a new take on it. It's like, I don't know, it's like with all the new technology of making movies and all these badass way of looking at it, they went, oh, what if we take this old movie and see what it looks like with today's shit?
There's some of that where I can understand. A lot of it though is, well, like some of the crap. It's like, why bother? Like if you can do something old, do something like really old that no one's even even heard about. So it kind of comes out as a new movie.
You know, it looks like Hollywood run out of ideas.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, there's no doubt about that.
They were beaten down by Netflix and shit, man. Netflix is like, God damn it.
Yeah, that was popping out new shit, man.
Yeah. They know how to find original stories.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, why is Hollywood not doing that? They're just like rehashing the. I think part of it though, because I heard this before. Like if you own the rights to something, if you don't do something with it after I want to say it's like 15 years, you basically give up the rights. So a lot of people, that's why they remake certain things, so they could continue making money off of their old shit.
Oh, so if you own the what do you call it, the IP or the copyright or something?
Yeah, whatever the hell. Like after let's say Star Wars, like the first Star Wars ever, if George Lucas just made that one movie in 15 years, he didn't do shit, then he would have to basically auction it off, or he would lose the rights. Someone else could just buy it. But if you make Star Wars 2 or whatever, you're rebranding that name, that license, whatever, and then it just, I guess, resets for another.
Interesting. I never heard of this. I gotta look into this shit.
Yeah, I can't.
So you're saying if we write a script, me and you, if we don't make the fucking movie in 15 years, we're gonna lose that
if
shit?
you already make the movie.
Oh, if you already exist.
It's already a movie that exists. Like you make a movie and it's out there. 15 years later, if you don't do anything about it, technically anyone else could just kind of scoop up and make a movie and sell. Basically, I guess forfeit your rights to it or something. I don't know the legality.
That's why they make it.
I don't know the legality for its. There is a movie. I can't really say this without giving out too much information about a project that I'm working on.
Yeah.
But I'll try to make this vague. There was a movie that was about to hit their 15-year mark or whatever the time zone it was. So my friend found out about it. He wanted to remake this movie, but he went to a production company, whoever owns it, I forget. And basically asked them, like, hey, we're making this movie and we want it to be basically a remake of that, whatever. We're going to pitch it to them. And if they want to take it, we can kind of get a big chunk.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't go over well, but we made the movie differently enough to where it can be its own thing.
Really?
Yeah, so we did, change the name. And
Is it still in the works or are you guys finished?
I can't give that information out right now. But,
secret shit.
Yeah. A lot of NDA stuff.
I mean, I know one.
That's the only reason why I heard about this, is why a lot of people remake. Why you've seen a lot of remakes and stuff.
Oh, because I think that makes a little bit sense. The only thing I know is
and they know it sells.
Yeah,
too.
if something is sitting there for after 75 years or something, it becomes public property.
Yeah,
it's public domain.
Yeah.
Like if you make a piece of music or a book You know, like those classic books, like I think after 75 years or 80 or something like that, it's like a long time, it becomes public property. I mean, I don't know how that works with old
Wait. So
stuff.
is that why I can make a movie about Jesus and not get sued by like the Catholic
Yeah,
Church or something?
you can make movie like let's take an example like Bram Stoker Dracula, the book, or I don't know, like some other writers like
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
1800s.
But if you
You
try
can
to
take any.
remake like a movie and name it like whatever Dracula movie, like there's some Dracula movie already out, and you remake that Dracula movie, then you obviously get in trouble
Yeah,
for copyright that shit.
if you're using a classic book, like you take that book, you go buy it. It's a classic book. It belongs to everyone, and you take it and you make it, and you call it Bram Stoker's Dracula, and you can make it. I don't think anyone owns that, you know, or like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. You know, that's like French books, old, all that shit. It's like no one owns this stuff. That's why there's several versions
Disney
of them.
probably owns it. They're probably buying
Yeah.
up everything.
Yeah, and those were like from the 1800s and shit.
Yeah, how
And I
dare.
wonder how that works because back then, you know, they had kind of like laws and shit, but it's like all long time ago. But now it's like there's so many laws. I
Yeah.
found it weird that you can lose property that easy,
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of weird.
you know? Shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool, I guess. It's kind of a good idea because it kind of forces them to do something with it, I guess. But at the same time, like you said, they're running out of ideas, and like a lot of them are just going to like it's like I don't want to like shit talk on the movie Sonic, but like it just seems like they're giving. I never seen that movie.
Me
I
neither.
heard it
I've been
was
trying to,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna watch it with my kids, I guess,
yeah. It's
but
probably a good idea, but like they're taking things that were like hits back then and like, hey, let's repopularize this. When
they keep milking it.
yeah, the milk and whatever franchise or whatever is like, oh, this was hot back then. It's like let's make a movie out of it, and sometimes it works.
I don't
So
understand why they do that. It's like Hollywood, you have a shit ton of money. There's like thousands of talented people out there.
yeah, with
Just go
original
walk in the street
ideas.
and grab like a random person. They have like an idea, a story, and make it. That's what Netflix is doing.
That's what you should be doing because it gives us people like us who want to try to get in the industry a little
Yeah.
more opportunity. But like it's they just want
Well,
to keep their own pockets.
well, that's what Netflix is doing. You have a shot. You know, Netflix like whatever good story is, they go after it. They don't give a fuck. Like if you have something good, you can like you can try to reach out to
Yes.
them and everything.
When
There's a lot of their original stories, like a lot of shit in their menu. Is original stuff, and it's badass
Yeah.
stuff. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah,
have
yeah.
these original shit, and it's not written or made by famous people. It's like maybe some talented people or people who do side works and stuff. I bought the rights to do one of Stephen King's short stories for $1.
oh no shit.
Yeah, I still have the letter from him. He did it once. He announced it. It was like, hey, he has like a bunch of short stories. He said, hey, send me $1. You write your letter. You're like, here, you have the rights to make it a short film and use
That's
it.
dope.
Yeah, I have the letter. They sent him the $1 and they replied. I think Rick was adapting it for me into a script. I have to find that script. But it's like a dope short story. It's like a very mysterious kind of like easy to make. But I never get a chance to do it though.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know if he's still doing that. That was like a few years back.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, I
'cause
was
that
looking
would be-
for some paperwork at home the other day, and
that
I
would be
found the
like-
letter. I found the letter to reply into me, and it tells you what you can do, can't do with it, and all that.
interesting because that seems like a big opportunity. For a lot
Yeah,
of
and I
people.
picked like a badass short story. It's very simple. It's easy to make.
Interesting, man.
Yeah, I think it's about, I forgot what it's exactly about. Some guy, he goes in the night, and then he picks up a hitchhiker or something, and he starts bitching to him about his wife, and something happened with her cheating and stuff. And then he drops him off, and then he gets home. I think he found his wife dead. And then it's like, I think he confessed to that guy he wished she died or something. And I guess that guy carried out the favor for him without him knowing. It goes around that shit. And it
Okay,
just
so it kinda
mostly
dances
happens
around,
it mostly happens in the car, like the conversation. And I guess the last scene will be like in the house. And he discovers like a hint that the guy left him or something. Yeah, it's pretty dope setup.
Interesting.
We should try and make it, Tim.
Well, why not?
Sit there.
That'd be pretty cool.
I saw a bizarre picture yesterday too online. Apparently the Japanese are building a giant robot.
Oh, I heard about that.
No, I saw
while
actual
back, yeah.
pictures.
Wait, yeah, aren't we supposed to
It's like a
how
big standing tall fucking robot the size
like
of a
mecha
rocket.
suit, a mecha suit where someone goes inside?
No, this one is the size of a rocket. Like people look very small.
Oh shit!
It's like when we see in cartoons, they actually making this in some
Building
island called Okinawa or
fucking
something.
Gundam robots type
Yeah,
thing.
yes. I was like, what? They have a
Why?
bunch of pictures of people with helmets, constructions, building on it, has legs, body, and all that.
God damn.
Yeah, hooked into like a standy thing, and it looks like a project when they're building like a rocket ship and everything. It looks like that kind of setup.
Jesus.
I was like, okay, they're gonna start invading the world with robots.
Damn, can you imagine that?
It's like the
Fucking,
anime world will
oh my
become
God,
real.
dude. Yeah, it's like that what's that, Attack of the Titans or whatever the hell that shit
Yeah.
was.
Dun, 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 Japanese attack animation.
Oh my God, they're trying to make like Godzilla but like with robots instead of like mutating shit. That's actually the way that we should have
Okay,
gone
I
about it.
prefer robots over Godzilla because robots you can break them. They have like issues.
It's gonna be
You can
harder though.
hack. It is, but fucking Godzilla, these are monsters from mysterious
But we have
origins.
gun powers for that. Missiles, like
I don't
you
know,
shoot
man.
Well, you think they're gonna have a force field? A robot?
I'd rather deal with a robot.
I mean, true.
They
but a
run out
robot
of
can
power. You can disable their batteries. I don't know.
Be,
There's
could be a little
many
harder. 'Cause
ways.
it's like going against what I'm assuming is like a tank.
And the
A
robot,
giant fucking tank.
the robots, you send a bunch of like jets, those airplanes, military,
But if it's a robot, it's probably gonna like see they're coming and like deploy its own missiles.
like Terminator.
Yeah, like a giant Terminator. Yeah.
Locking target.
I feel like a robot would be dangerous. Like an animal, a creature, you can kind of get around, especially if it doesn't know about like planes and shit.
I don't know. Did you
what's
see the
that?
movie Godzilla? That shit looks like hard to kill, man. And he shoots fire off of his
Oh, yeah, 'cause
mouth
he's,
and
like,
shit.
super
Yeah,
big
and he
tail
has
and
like
shit,
all the
yeah.
magnets that comes
Yeah.
from him. I mean,
It's
come
got
on.
like a magnetic field, electricity
Yeah.
bullshit. That would be kind of. And yeah, well, with nuclear power, your heat generates from like kind
Yeah.
of radiation and shit.
I personally, I'd rather go against the robots. I have a shot to survive.
Shoot, I just don't. I don't know. Because like
Especially-
a robot, especially on the sensors, like if it's
Yeah.
like looking at it and you can see all these heat fucking things running around, like and
But
you know what I'm saying,
also
has drones flying after you.
robots is like high tech shit, so it's like
That's what I'm
computer.
saying.
You can hack it. Can you imagine some badass hacker? They can hack this shit. If you hack it, you just turn it around.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
can't
that's
hack-
great
you-
if
you
you know,
can't-
if you know
you-
the people for that.
I'm sorry, you can't hack Godzilla.
But I'm
Godzilla,
just,
when he comes at you, is like,
yeah. But I'm saying from like a perspective of someone like me, like let's say I'm in New York or whatever, I'm just living in my apartment, whatever. All of a sudden I see a huge monstrous creature, like I could kind of sneak out. If there's a robot, it could probably like X-ray vision for all I fucking know, and then like, hey, he sees all these people running out, and then send these little drones out and like kill all the people and smash the building, or not even touch the building, keep everything intact or
if
something.
the robot it's run by AI intelligent.
Oh, well, then
right?
that's truly fun.
So the robot will go, and he already studied and knows humans, and he makes sure to get out during a little bit after lunchtime, and he scans through the building to see everybody sitting in the
Yeah,
can
it's
taking a
another thing.
shit. This is
Oh,
like the moment
God.
where you can't escape. Everyone is sitting
yeah.
taking a shit, and he
Like,
just has
you-
to stand
You
there.
just had like CC's or Taco Bell, so you know
Yeah,
you might go
and
in
he
there
has
for
to
a minute.
stand there with laser eyes just shooting on toilets like guided missiles.
Yeah. See, that would be horrifying. At least an animal, like you don't know. The animal doesn't know what time you ate, what time you woke up, your digestive tract.
Animals just runs on instinct.
Yeah, yeah.
They attack.
That's what I'm saying. It would be easier to kind of dodge an animal as a human. I mean, obviously not that big, but like you would probably be able to kind of escape around because it'll be preoccupied. But if you have a robot with all kinds of sensors, it could probably multitask.
Well,
Probably
like
got
I
guns
said,
coming down all
robot. I don't want to
sides.
be caught taking a shit. Let me finish,
yeah.
man.
Shit.
Give me a chance to run, son of a bitch.
Yeah, you're gonna be straight fucked.
Oh shit.
An animal, it might be like, T-Rex, like, don't move, it won't see you. Robot's gonna be like, oh, that's a fucking human. Gone. That'd be some intense, horrifying shit.
Yeah. What else remakes that you have seen recently that annoys the fuck out of you?
Oh man, well, I watched Mad Max. I wouldn't say that really annoyed. There was a part in it. Okay, I gotta say this.
The reason I ask is I'm exhausted from just hearing announcement about remakes.
Yeah.
I was like, ugh.
Well, if I want to get to that, though, the real big one that I saw, it wasn't bad, but I was kind of like, why are you kind of doing it? Was that Kevin Smith one?
Oh yes. Silent Bob.
Yeah, Silent
Jay
Bob.
and Silent
Jay and Silent
Bob's
Bob.
return. Yeah. I like Kevin Smith, but from what I observed, through the internet, it's like he's selling or going around just like selling his brand, like
Yeah.
in your face, like promoting this shit, like milking old shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like I don't understand these people. You're in a position now where you're an established director and everything. Explore new topics for fuck's sake. I mean, we are amateurs, filmmakers. We just hang out and do shit on the side, but we're always trying to push the next weird idea. Hey, man, what you got?
You guys already talking about making a Clerks
Yeah.
remake.
You made one hit.
Because it's like a safety net, you know. It's like, hey, this works. I bet if I just do it again, but revamp it and just tweak little things,
It's the same
it's gonna
thing
sell
with
to the same people.
I mean, maybe I don't want to like, stab Kevin Smith a lot. I mean, he's a cool guy, but still, Kevin, what's his name? Martin Scorsese. It's a giant fucking, director, has all these hookups and he's rich and all these studios. And then he goes and he make that Irishman movie. It was a good movie. But it's just like you're rehashing the same formula that you've been doing for a long time, like the mobs, New York, Italian, this. You already established that you're badass at it. You've done several classics. That's it. Seal it. Explore something else. At your age, dig further.
I think a lot of it is because
I'm not going to paint the Mona Lisa over and over. If I already did it once and I was like, that's it.
Imagine 15,
I gotta
1,500 copies of the Mona Lisa.
Yeah, I gotta move beyond that. Or I'm gonna go and find different model women and just paint them in that same pose. Okay, this pose works. You sit here, do the same thing. I'm gonna paint you a different hair color. Come on, man.
I mean, I'd find that boring, but yeah, no, I got you.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we are more trying to be creative more with stories, and we have nothing. We have no budget, no nothing. We're just like have a camera. Sometimes I imagine it's like, what if we had fucking budgets? I'll do like every weird thing I can think of. I'll do it.
Yeah. Dude, it's a crazy conundrum.
I mean, I don't know what's the process over there. Maybe him, maybe some investors pushing him that says, hey man, make us some more money with this shit.
You might go back to like, hey, it's been that time, like, you gotta do something with this. It's like, man, I ain't got no ideas for that. I can't really like just go out and be like, hey, buy our dolls or some shit like that.
Yeah.
So then he makes another movie. Why not? Because I guess it's easier to like sign that check. Apparently, I don't need to
try weird stuff.
Yeah, I feel like it's like 50% like, hey, we're running out of ideas. 50% is like, hey, if you don't do something about this, like you're gonna lose the rights, kind of thing.
I mean, like with Hollywood, I don't think the running out of idea is not an issue. Like I said, there's like now thousands of people out there, like random people who have ideas who can write.
Yeah.
There's so many talented people you can't even count them. But with Hollywood, it's like became this big oiled machine, and they have like this thick layer of bureaucracy how they do shit.
Yeah, it's almost
and
like
it's all like super. The weight shifted way too much into like business over art
creativity.
Because this field is like a weird job, its soul and body is creativity and ideas, and then it has a business side. But I guess in the case of Hollywood, like the business side way too much on that side.
It's because now you like everything they costs do. Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like now you need a guy for this, you need a guy for that, because then they want bigger productions. Like, well, we want it to look like this. Well, you're gonna need people for this, that, and this, and that.
I mean, like I said, from what I see, it's like Netflix is the only one they're taking risks.
That's kind of true.
Netflix, Sony, some of the projects that they put out.
Sony, they're still around?
Yeah, Sony Studios, they have, they have studios, some of the movies they do, they push,
I forget about them sometimes.
What are they called, 24, that company called A24, C24, something like that. Yeah, they do like cool stuff, but it's like the big guys up there, they're just afraid of taking a risk.
It does it really does feel like that. Fucking also, dude, I see this also happening with like video games. There are a lot of games coming out that are just remakes.
Really? Because I've been out of the video games for a while and I didn't get a chance to.
Oh man, okay, so
keep
like
up.
The biggest one, obviously, it's finally out. I'm actually glad they did it because looking back at the old one, it's leaps and bounds, and it's a great story.
Which one was that?
Final Fantasy VII, the remake.
Oh.
I'm a huge fan. It's the only Final Fantasy I ever played was that because it won like Game of the Year for like 3 years straight in a row or whatever because it was that great of a story back then and all that crap. Still, pretty fun game. Looking at the old school, PlayStation blocky fucking graphics, it's like, yeah. And this is years later. They came out with this, and it looks cool. I haven't got to play it, but it's that I would say, that's a cool idea and whatnot. But then there's games that they've been remaking now, like Spyro. Like, I don't know, that little purple dragon for PlayStation. Yeah,
I've seen clips of it.
Dude, That game, I feel like has no business needing to be
Existing.
rehashed.
That's no
I
business.
played them. I played them. They were fun back then for like kids and stuff. Like they're perfect and whatnot. I mean, it's very kind of cartoony-ish, and it's it's just a little dragon. He's kind of got a little attitude, but you just go around, uh, saving the world or whatever the hell. But like they remade it,
And it sucked.
and there's not that much of a difference. The graphics are obviously better because they went from blocky to like a little more smoother. But I mean, it's not that great. Like it's already a cartoony kind of world, so it's not like you're gonna. It's not like you're gonna make it more realistic or like
Yeah,
what they
just
do with
keep
The
it as
Last of Us
is. Yeah,
2.
just like
Yeah,
you did
it's
it,
like
move on. That's it.
yeah. It's like if you're gonna send it out, like maybe give it an emulator downloadable thing for like PlayStation or whatever. Like what you can do is like you can download old games and like buy them for way cheap, and then you can play those. Like, oh, this was a fun game back in the day. It's like, here, kid, play this game. Oh, remember that? Oh, look at the graphics, kind of bad, but that kind of gives it its old school thing. Now they just rehashed it and sell it back out to you, probably for like the same price they tried to sell it to you
It
back
sounds
then.
like a pattern. It's like
I do,
everyone
yeah.
out there who has like, oh, I made one hit in my life. Let me milk it and try to push it again.
Yeah, it might go back down to that whole license thing
It's
for
like
all I know.
either that or it's like insecurity or be like, hey, I can't think of more ideas. Collaborate with people. Go out there into the world. Like, when I talk with people, like just the two of us when we talk, sometimes my brain start like spewing ideas because you said something, and I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
sometimes I get in the block. Sometimes I talk to my friend Mike. Good example. Every time we talk, a flood of ideas, like scripts and shit that we come up with, stories and shit.
Yeah.
Many times, like I hit a block. It's like I can't. We've been trying to write this script. I can't solve the problem. I can't solve the problem. I haven't talked to him for 2 weeks. He called me one night, just 2 seconds. We're like talking, blah, blah, blah. Within like 5 minutes of our conversations, light bulbs, figure out shit. If you interact with people, and especially, like I said, there's thousands of talented people out there, surround yourself with them. Dude, you'll be surprised what you see. I mean, give it a chance.
Yeah, dude, that's an
I don't know.
important thing with the creative process in any genre of whatever you do,
That's what they
music,
did with
games,
those like
whatnot.
fucking superhero movies. As much as I'm a nerd, comic book, I love that shit. But I felt like they milked it too much.
How would it?
I don't know. It's like too much, man. It's like for like what, 15 years or something like that. Hollywood did nothing but like superhero movies, superhero
Oh
movies.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like overdose.
yeah. No, no. Okay, yeah. I liked what they did. Yes, they had this whole, however long it
Long
took.
run.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
took over a decade.
But the thing I have problems with that is like they kept the thing that really sucked was like especially with Spider-Man and fucking Batman, they just kept redoing it.
Yeah.
They kept telling the same Spider-Man story and the same Batman story over and over again because they're like, oh, we gotta change the actors now. Oh, this ain't gonna fit with this DC universe or a
Yeah,
Marvel
I'm like,
universe.
dude, I'm like, I haven't like,
It's like just
I have like an overdose of like how many Spider-Man remakes
dude, yeah, my
and
roommate hates him.
Batman.
Yeah,
It's like,
dude,
come
yeah.
on, dude.
It's funny. It's funny because he's a Batman fan, but he'll shit on Spider-Man from them making it, remaking it, but like
They're
3 times.
making now
They
an
made so many goddamn.
They're
They made
making
way
now
more Batman
another
movies.
Batman, and every time it's like they bring in a new actor. They have like the Pat Robinson, and they
Every
bring in
single one of them.
what's his name, Keaton, back.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was like,
it's
dude,
like Keaton's like that
it's
whole
like they
guy.
keep thinking of ways how to surprise us.
Dude, that guy. Yeah.
What if we do this movie again
What
and we
if
invite this motherfucker back
we
and do
dug
this?
up Heath Ledger and just like have him puppetize and then like CGI it so we can have that
Yeah, that's
nostalgia
why
of
I
that guy playing that
appreciated
guy
so
again.
much the movie The Joker.
Oh, the new one. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Dude, I
that
love
was
that movie.
badass because that was like someone broke the fucking mold.
Dude, yeah.
It was like I'm gonna make social commentary, but I'm just gonna use the Joker as like a placeholder and tell his story. You don't have to know comic books at all or do
To watch that
anything.
movie,
You
yeah.
go watch that movie, you be like, wow,
It's
standalone.
completely different, and I liked it because it's more realistic, dude.
Yeah.
It's like because you look at all the Jokers through time. You got the maniac mobster guy like Nicholas, pyro crazy guy like Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
You got the gangster kind of dude who I guess Leto was supposed to be, and then and of course Jerome, the Gotham whatever
Yeah.
that crazy genius kid. But then you have this guy who's just a mental case.
Yeah, well,
he's just
yeah.
he's a normal guy, but he's just fucked up in
Walking
the head.
Phoenix, man, he nailed it. He was like a realistic guy.
Yeah.
He has no superpowers
Yeah,
or
no
anything. He's like a
superpowers.
dude who just fucking
He's just
hates
trying to make
society, or he was treated like shit. He has a fucking gun. It's
He
like
has a dream.
yeah, you can say that anyone in today's world can become that guy. Like
Yeah.
if you push
The guy had
him enough.
his physicality looked
Yeah, it
horrifying.
has nothing.
He's
He looks like
obviously fucked up in the head. He had
Yeah.
mental problems, And then like then he becomes the movie wasn't about like the Joker. It was just about this guy
It was about the
going through a
setup.
bunch
It
of
was
shit.
about the
Yeah,
setup.
before he actually like becomes this
Yeah.
this
And
guy
he
who's
was
excited
filmed.
for
It
this
was
shit.
filmed in a way that was not like also glamorous and everything. It was filmed raw, like real in the street.
Yeah, yeah,
Shitty. He goes into a fucking
yeah.
social
That's a
worker.
beautiful thing.
There was nothing gorgeous about it, like like the superhero
Yeah.
movies.
It's all real
No
shit
tech.
instead of like CGI and fucking everything's
I
like
loved it.
animation.
That movie was fucking
It
badass.
was. It was great
Yeah.
cinematically made, dude.
Even the look, the way they made him look, how the Joker painted himself, and I like how they segued it because he was working as a clown, so he kind of like used
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
so he has that skill of makeup, whatever. That was badass.
Yeah, they did a good movie. Good job on that movie.
It was nice chatting to you again, Tim. What the
Yeah, man.
fuck? I'm
What
gonna
the
call
fuck?
you from now on the nerd with the word.
The nerd with the word.
Timmy. All right,
Wow,
bro. Let's peace out. See you guys next time.
Yeah. Hit us up on WTF, bro.
Oh yeah, we have some shit to hash and talk about, some nerdy stuff.
All day, man.
All right. Peace.
Peace.